This is a killer, guys. You'll love this. And the most useless government body awards goes to. This is Judicial Conduct Investigations Office. Now, I haven't looked at the letter again. This is a letter I sent out to about 25 different people. It's going back weeks now. I don't think I named Judge Enright. I didn't know the name of the other judges, of course, because they're not accountable to the public either. I don't think I named Judge Enright, which is pretty much what they've got away with not doing anything here for. Sorry, I'm getting a cold. So you'll just have to listen to me sniffle. Obviously, it's outside the remit. It always is with these government bodies. So what they can investigate, right? I've done this before on the channel, but we're in all different times now. I mean, there's well over 600 subscribers now, and people are really paying attention. If I were you, I'd ignore everything I did before August 2016, probably. No, I'm kidding. But, you know what I mean. Our statutory remit is to deal with complaints of misconduct about judges. This means how a judge has behaved personally, e.g. making a racist remark, inappropriate use of social media, or falling asleep in court. So apart from falling asleep in court, the other two are actually supposed to be dealt with by the police, because we know they crash the whole fucking station out when someone calls someone a nasty name on Twitter, don't we? Seen that in the press enough times recently. And obviously being racist, straight to fucking jail for that. So, they've used Rule 8 here. I will be replying to this, and we'll see how they worm the way out of it then. They'll come up with some shit. So Rule 8 of the Judicial Conduct complaint must contain an allegation of misconduct about a named or identifiable person. We can only accept complaints which contain a specific allegation of behaviour that, if true, could result in a finding of misconduct. Now here's the kicker. This is all the stuff they cannot accept complaints about. It's a very long fucking list, by the way. A judge's decision, bias in a judge's making decision, how a judge has managed a case if, for example, he's allowed one party to speak for longer than another, refusing to allow a witness to give evidence or admit certain documents. Well, you wouldn't be allowed to give evidence, would you, for fuck's sake? Appearing to react more favourably to one person's evidence than another's, if you're allowed to give any, that is. Or if you're allowed to speak at all. If you're not just put in a dock and said, you will not contact the court, you will not make a complaint to the court, you will not speak to court staff, ever! A judge saying he or she does not believe a person's evidence. You wouldn't want that, which is the bloke making the decision. Sorry, but I just don't believe your evidence. Fuck off. Questioning a person's credibility or criticising a person's actions. Remember, they cannot investigate any of this. A judge making an error or law or procedure. Oh, they're allowed to break any fucking law they want. A judge making an incorrect order or refusing to make an order. A judge expressing opinions about issues related to a case they're hearing. But you wouldn't want them to be fucking impartial, would you? No, they should have all the personal opinions they want. They're not there to judge impartially whatsoever. Remember that. I'll be coming back to that at the end. A judge not reading documents before hearing. Well, you wouldn't want to have a clue what it was on about, would you? What the case was about. Fuck, where would we be if the judge was informed of what the fucking hearing was about? That would result in fucking chaos, wouldn't it? Where did I get to? A judge not reading documents. A judge refusing to transfer a case to a different judge or court. Well, from what I saw in Crown Court, they couldn't wait to get it off the fucking desk and get it back to magistrates. So I can't report them for that. A judge reserving a case to themselves. Not quite sure what that means. Do they get a choice in the cases they hear? I don't know. A judge refusing to correspond with a party about a case. Do you know, this could have almost been written for my case, couldn't it? Look at the CPS refusing to speak to me. Not allowed to speak to me. CPS not allowed to speak to me. Right. So here we go. So, they cannot investigate a judge expressing opinions about issues related to a case they are hearing. We cannot accept these sorts of complaints because judges are independent. Well, they're not very fucking independent if they're just offering opinions, are they? Judicial independence is a vital and long-established feature of our system of justice. I know. Oh, I can't see. It means that judges must be free to manage cases and make decisions without interference from external agencies, including from this office, from politicians, or from government ministers. No, well, when I was told to stand in the dock and offer no evidence and not speak to the court staff and not contact the court staff and I'm not allowed to make a complaint to the court, there was clearly no interference there, was there? Both by the clerk of the court and the judge, by the way. For the same reason, we cannot intervene in court proceedings or ask a judge to explain why they have made decisions or made a decision. You mean like you told me when the case wasn't on and you went ahead with it anyway? Can't investigate that either. We cannot accept complaints about criminal offences such as fraud or conspiracy. If you believe a judge has committed a criminal offence, he should inform the police. Well, thank God for that. At least the police are honest, eh? And they also cannot consider complaints about court staff, court bailiffs, facilities and services provided by the courts, the loss of papers by court staff, or the failure of staff to put papers before a judge. They can't accept complaints about solicitors, barristers, the police, coroner's office, or indeed anyone else. So all they can do is investigate if a judge has made a racist remark, inappropriate use of social media, or falling asleep in court. That's their entire fucking purpose. And these people are on what, 50 grand a year probably? 60, 70? I'll leave that one with you guys.